What's up and welcome guys to One Oak Mentoring, the #1 virtual team mentoring service, commodity, program, business, company in the whole entire world, right? How y'all guys doing today, man? It's been a few days, but today, man, I'm gonna give y'all a I think the last time I was on here I gave y'all a teen tale, but I think I'm gonna give you guys a group home tale. Right, it's gonna be like real short, and it's just something that just always just stuck out to me, right? So just never judge a book by its cover, right? So the name of this is gonna be "I Thought You Was Lying," right? I know y'all think about, I feel that way all the time. Every time I talk to somebody, I think they lying. Like, so what do you mean, One Oak? All right, well, let's get started, man. So I'll say probably about, goodness, man, getting old, man, but I say about 6 years ago, we had an outing schedule, right? And I don't know, I think I made a video on outings and things already, kind of telling you, what the purpose of the outings are, get the kids integrated back into the community and, this and that, you know what I mean? Basically that, and just, and then kind of giving them something to look forward to, right? Because in the group home setting, it's kind of like you're quote unquote like in jail or locked up, but they don't want to, since it's with children, real sweet young kids, they don't want to make it just feel like the prison system. They want to make it feel like more home where they can learn stuff, while they're in a facility, not just fighting and stabbing and slashing all day. You know what I mean? We want to provide a nice environment for these kids, right? Because they've been through a lot. So when I say I thought you was lying, normally in group home settings, right, that's the thing you're going to hear in abundance, lies, right? A lot of these kids been all over. Some of these kids, get with certain, new groups and stuff, and they tell these lies and they tell their lies. I'm not categorizing all kids that came from group home, but it's very abundant, right? So, yeah, so, you hear a lot of lies. Like, you might hear a kid telling you, yeah, man, I was, man, when I get out, man, this kid told me, and this wasn't even that long ago. This kid was telling me, sometimes you're talking to a kid, he talking real good. You're like, he got his stuff together. He was like, yeah, man, when I get out here, man, my aunt, she got a car for me. She gonna do this and do that. She got a Bugatti, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, he had me going. I was with him until he said Bugatti. Your aunt, I mean, not saying it's impossible, but, somebody living in the state that we live in, just to like give a Bugatti away, like, I don't know, man. I really didn't believe it, but I'm not saying it's not believable, right? But they'll say, oh, man, I got 15 girls waiting for me, man, when I get back. Or they'll be like, oh, yeah, man, I was in prison, man. I was beating everybody up, man. No, never lost a fight. Never lost a fight in my life. Or they're like, yeah, man, I know I used to make like 15 grand a week. You know what I'm saying, man? Just riding around trapping. You know what I'm saying? That's all we used to, you'll hear stuff like that, right? So, there was an outing, right? And the outing was kind of hosted by one of the residents' parents, right? So we were going to go to some place that they had and go fishing, right? Which is great. It's fun, right? So one day I was in this kid's dorm or his house or whatever, where he lives. Where he lives at the group home. And then I just, kind of overheard this kid saying, yeah, man, this is real. It's real big and nice. You know what I mean, man? We can do this. He was just like talking about it like, yeah, man, it's so great, man. It's so big. Yeah, man, we go out there and go fishing all the time, man. We got this, we got that, we got this, we got that. Man, we got trucks, we got all kind of like four-wheelers, like everything, we got all this stuff, man. So and he was like, man, it's just so much space. So I'm just thinking in my mind, like, man, come on, man. Heard one lie, you heard them all, man. You know what I mean? Hear a lot of lies in the group home, man. So, even though he's not talking to me, I'm just thinking on my mind, like, man, yeah, right. Get out of here, man. Because I was judging him by, not saying he looked less fortunate, but he didn't look like, he came from that type of money, like all this stuff that he was talking about, man. So I'm just like, yeah, okay, man. Right. So, the kids he was telling was like, oh, man, I can't wait. And I'm thinking like, man, you going to let these kids down, man, But, I love going on outings, period. I love it. So it really doesn't matter what we do. It's always going to be something cool, right? So, we're riding. I don't even know if I want to say the part of town, but we're riding to this lake or whatever we was going to, the pond. We were going to go, it was like another town or like another city, right? So we driving, And then I'm just hearing them just tell people, yeah, man, we're going to have so much fun, man. We got this, we're going to do this. They playing this for us, man. We got all this, man. We're going to have so much fun, man. You know, catching all these fish and this, and that, right? And I'm just driving. I'm like, man, come on, man. Really, dude? You know, I'm just thinking we're going to a pond, man. You know, fish, you know, hey, pack up. Let's go, right? So we driving, right? So, so then we just pull up, and I just start seeing just like a lot of bushes, like a lot of shrubbery, trees and stuff, right? And so, you know, I think I had to correspond with his father, right, or something, right? So I'm calling him like, okay, yeah, we're on this street. Where do we need to go? And this, and that. So, but I'm just seeing trees, and he was like, yeah, I want you to, as soon as you get to this part, I want you to, you know, look for the fence. Look for the fence. I'm just driving. I kind of look, and I see like some kind of a fence, right? So, you know, the guy, you know, he lets us, he undoes the fence, you know, unlocks the fence. I don't want to sound crazy. Unlocks the fence. So, you know, so we start driving in there. So I'm like, man, there's just like a lot of bushes and trees. So I'm just like, dang, man. So, you know, we're driving for probably about close to like half a mile, just driving, right? So I'm like, yeah, this place is kind of big. But when we're driving this half a mile, right, that's just to drive to the next gate, right? So I'm thinking like, what the, man, when they opened that next gate, he was like, yeah, you know, now we're gonna go into, you know, I forgot the area that he called like I guess we're about to go to like the pond, or I guess whatever was going on before that wasn't pond. It was like a lot of space, a lot of trees, right? So we go past that gate, and man, oh my goodness, man, there was so much land and so many ponds, so much stuff going around down there, man. I was just like, yo, this kid was not lying. I'm talking about, man, they had like all kind of like 2 or 3 like work trucks, like the big, you know, super duty trucks, you know, just drop newer ones, right? Not no old trucks or nothing like that. They had little small vehicles, you know, that they was driving around and stuff, man. They had all the like, you know, the bathrooms and stuff, you know, set up, man. They had all this kind of cooking stuff, because even though we were fishing, they were going to fix us like burgers and burgers and hot dogs and stuff like that. Go figure, right? But I'm going to get to that. So I'm like, dang. So it's like the pond we're at is pretty good size. But he was like, yo, there's like 3 other ponds around here. You know, we haven't even, you know, like covered that yet. And I mean, we were driving for a while before we got to the first gate. Then we started driving to the second gate to see all this stuff. So I'm like, man, this dude is like well off, right? So I'm seeing all kind of trailers and little buildings and stuff out there. And I'm just like, dang, man, this kid's parents is balling, man, you know. But you know, that's why I say you can't judge a book by its cover, because I'm just thinking like, this kid talking about all these acres. I don't even know how many acres it was. Like it was definitely, well, of course you guys don't know where I work exactly, but it was maybe 2-3 sizes of like the campus that we're on, like all of the campus at the place I work, 2 or 3 of those, right? Maybe close to 3 or 4, right? All that land, man, like these people had money, man. So basically the type of pond they had, this is kind of why we didn't fish, right? Why we didn't eat fish. The type of pond they had was like a simulated pond, right? So, you know, I'm used to going fishing, you know. Well, I'm not really used to going fishing. I haven't been fishing in a long time. But in my mind, fishing is just like, okay, all right, catch a fish, put it in the bucket. You know, hey, we take these bad boys home, slice them up, you know. No disrespect to the people. I didn't want y'all to get like all, you know, sensitive about me cutting up animals and stuff. I don't know if y'all are vegan or whatever. Cutting up fish, you know, frying them up, right? Oh, no. At this place, this is a simulated pond, right? So anytime you catch a fish, you throw them back in there, right? You know what I'm saying? Throw the fish back in there, right? So we was having some kids that was catching like, no lie, this one kid caught like 25 fish, right? But I mean, like, you know, he had to throw them back, so we don't know if it was the same fish or, you know, however that was going. But that was a real good outing. You know, this family was like very, very well off, very respectable, you know, polite. The one thing that kind of threw me off is some kid was fishing and he caught a turtle. Now, certain stuff can only happen in the group home, right? I'm working. I didn't know that was possible. You fishing and you reeling a turtle, right? So this was kind of disturbing to me. But, you know, he tells the dude's dad, you know, because he's over all this, hey, man, I caught a turtle, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, okay. So he came in there, he gets the turtle, right? He's like, oh, yeah, man, thank you. So the guy walks off with the turtle. You know, I'm not thinking anything. You know, I done caught me about 6 or 7 fish. I think I'm a bass pro. You know, I'm reeling them in, right? So next thing I just hear, pow! Like a gunshot. the city I'm from, oh, I know like what a gunshot is. Like, you know what I mean? It's not, you know, it wasn't like somebody crashing into something. It wasn't like nothing. It was like a gunshot. Bow! Everybody looked around like, what in the world? So a couple seconds later, this guy comes back. He's like, yeah, man, this gonna make a real nice turtle stew. I'm like, oh man, like, I mean, you know, we got certain rules at the group home, but I don't know if you could fire a firearm, you know, within that vicinity of the kids. I mean, we didn't see him, but at the same time, like, it was kind of weird. But like, I mean, you know, it's his property, man. It's a boss, real nice guy, real cool guy, man. That kid is really blessed to, you know, to have parents, you know, that got stuff set up for him, man. This kid can just get like a trailer or have a house just built out there, man, and just, you know, live, man. Got privacy, man. Got access to money and stuff. But yeah, that was just my experience, you know, with that outing, that particular outing right there. So you know, once again, this is One Oak, man, and I'm about to be out. I hope y'all guys have a great day. I'm gonna be doing a lot more videos for y'all guys, you know, especially on my vlog. And I took this week off from work, you know, just kind of trying to get some other things done. But I'll be doing like 7 days this next week or whatever. So I'm gonna, like, every day I'm gonna try to bring y'all some entertaining content. I'm gonna make it entertaining, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just gifted like that, right? All right, man, this has been One Oak. Y'all guys have a great day, and I am out.